First thing you notice is the atmosphere, the quality of the tables and the chairs. As I came through, they said, oh, we got to give you a tour of the place. You know, they showed me around. Whenever you have several details like that, it starts to add up and just creates a better experience.
This place is absolutely gorgeous. I think they did wonderful with the design and everything. It's just very comfortable.
As a server, I am going to handle all of your needs: food, snacks, coffee. If you bring your own alcohol, we will be here to serve you guys.
It's brand new, as you can see, and I like chargers on the table. That's new for me. Come play. It's going to be a great time.
The building is absolutely gorgeous. It just has a great open area, you know, for people to just hang out, have a good time. The management is focused on just creating a positive experience for everyone.
We're going to have an armed guard at the front, making sure no one brings any weapons in, make it safe for everybody inside.
Their promotions are really starting to bring people in, and as it grows, it's definitely going to compete with the other rooms in the area and probably overtake them.
We have some of the best tournaments going on, some of the best cash games as well.
Coming in?
Yeah. Craig left you, right?
Yeah.
You have to teach me the ropes.
I don't even know half of the stuff either. So we're a couple minutes left in. He showed me how to do some of this shit.
I was like, no, I'll just tell you instead of this. Thought about jumping in and do one quick bullet tonight, but then I'll play again tomorrow for real. I was like, nah. Save 420.
How much is left? How much is left in the clock there?
Should have been ran out.
Are they seated? Are they seated yet? Not yet.
It's Paul.
So Paul's
Couple
okay.
seconds left.
time commentating in the booth?
Yep.
Let's go, Shane.
Let's do it.
Now, we're not going to, obviously we're not live yet, but we have this option where I click this camera, and that's us right there. So if we're going to talk, we're going to look into that camera right there, but it's turning off right now. I don't know how to start. Eric's going to start it up for us. There's going to be time, okay. Sometimes, okay, when on the action tracker, when the dealer announces the hands, you know, like seat one fold, seat two grade, blah, 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 Eric or whoever's on the action tracker types that in. The camera angle should be going around as the action tracker goes around. Sometimes it freezes, and so if you're gonna have to, if it freezes, you see this 1 through 4 button right here. Just press any of them, and then it'll cycle through. It'll refresh the system. When we go live, so I can mute you. This will be you with this headphone. This will be me. Just the volume. I think this is the overhead mic. I'll double check that. It's one of these two. Craig was the one managing the sound. 100 Annie. Heck, I don't know how to start this thing.
Surely he knows.
You're gonna start me up, right?
Just when this table might be,
Okay.
leave it off for a while because people are talking. So wait till they sit down before you
Right. Okay.
When we started, you just name.
We're live.
You're done. Just keep talking.
Oh.
Yeah, you're live right now. So you.
First thing you notice is the atmosphere, the quality of the tables and the chairs. As I came through, they said, oh, we got to give you a tour of the place. You know, they showed me around. Whenever you have several details like that, it starts to add up and just creates a better experience.
This place is absolutely gorgeous. I think they did wonderful with the design and everything. It's just very comfortable.
As a server, I'm gonna handle all of your needs, food, snacks, coffee. If you bring your own alcohol, we will be here to serve you guys.
It's brand new, as you can see, and I like charges on the table. That's new for me. Come play. It's gonna be a great time.
The building is absolutely gorgeous. It just has a great open area, you know, for people to just hang out, have a good time. The management is focused on just creating a positive experience for everyone.
We're going to have an armed guard at the front, making sure no one brings any weapons in, make it safe for everybody inside.
Their promotions are really starting to bring people in, and as it grows, it's definitely going to compete with the other rooms in the area and probably overtake them.
We have some of the best tournaments going on, some of the best cash games as well.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Summer Jam 100K guaranteed here at Poker House, Flight 1D of our Summer Guarantee. We are still a few minutes away from getting restarted for after the close of registration, getting chip counts correct, filling in seats. I'm Edward Batinga, running the show tonight. And in the booth, having guest Mr. Shane House, one of the floors here at Poker House. Welcome to the stream, Shane.
Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody coming out and listening to us and coming in and play this nice little tournament. We already meet our guaranteed on the first 2 days. It's going to be a very good one starting tomorrow. Also, it's going to really crush it.
And for those of you just now tuning in, we have officially hit the guarantee here at Poker House. I think we needed approximately 82, 83 players, and we have hit 119 players. Some of those still registering. That number could keep a few more players, but we have officially crushed the guarantee of $100,000 with 2 flights left tomorrow, 10 a.m. and 5 p.m., flights 1E and 1F. And as we get the players situated, as we get the chip counts correct, we have a doozy of a feature table for you listeners. Some big names here in the Dallas area. I'm sure all of you will look forward to.
Yep, we see Miss Lala there on this final table. She looks like she's ready to go, as usual.
So Shane, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, your poker background, what you do here at Poker House as we get ready for the restart.
All right, yeah, I've been in the poker business for about 20 years now, and I'm here as poker supervisor on Graveyard here at Poker House, and I've been around the poker scene for a while in the tournaments playing and have a couple $100,000 in cashes and everything, so I'm very familiar with most of these people that are playing and ready to watch how they play.
And Shane, are you a native to Dallas?
I live about an hour away from Dallas.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming. Shane coming in on his off tonight, helping me out here in the booth, lending me out extra helping hand. Didn't really want to man the booth alone tonight. Craig decided to skip out on me. Apparently, he had family obligations.
Yeah, he's been working quite a few hours, so we'll give him a little break.
Yeah, we give him a little break.
I enjoyed a lot up here, so I don't mind spending a little time with you.
Now, for the record, Shane, last night's 5 p.m. flight, the players didn't bag till 2:30 a.m.
2:30, yeah.
So, just to let you know ahead of time, if you need to get out of here, get some sleep, whatever, I'm okay.
Hey,
with
I'm
it.
good. I'm off for the next 2 days, or tonight and tomorrow, so I'm good. So
I
I got to rest up for tomorrow's. I'm gonna probably play the 5 p.m. flight,
Okay.
and so I was gonna jump in this one, but I said I'll wait till tomorrow.
That's actually it's not a bad play to wait till tomorrow. There's going to be a lot more players tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys hit between both flights tomorrow 225, 250
That's what
combined.
I'm thinking. 250 tomorrow.
Again, you guys I think you guys are about 30 over the guarantee. So I think the number was you needed to hit the guarantee was about 278, 280. So possibility you guys could double that between.
Yeah, it's gonna be very nice. I've been telling them the whole time they're coming. You build it, they will come.
And if you didn't know, I jumped in the booth for the first time yesterday towards the end of Flight A, made a little side bet with Craig.
Yeah, I hear you're going to be taking him to Saltgrass.
Apparently I'm taking the Saltgrass because I actually undershot the guarantee. I thought 150 was going to be a good number, and I know some of the floors were slightly concerned maybe a matter of – I think they knew they were going to hit the guarantee. It was just a matter of when. And obviously, halfway through,
I told Adam. I said, I guarantee you it'll hit the first 2 days. So.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I think through the first 2 flights, there was 127, and there was 60 something this first flight this morning in Flight C, and then obviously right now 121 players. So players still getting situated. I think we have got the last few entries in for this flight. And we will get rocking and rolling here pretty shortly. And for those of you in the chat, again, this is my first time actually manning the soundboard and the keyboard and the mouse. Let us know if you can hear both of us. The lighting's good. The camera angles are okay throughout the stream. Make sure we are tailoring this live stream to you guys here at Poker House Dallas. Now, for those of you wondering, one of the things that Poker House here wanted to do with having a live stream table, especially when it came to tournaments, is a lot of rooms across the nation will just have a featured table that consists of the final table. And actually, Eric Anderson walking in here, what he wanted to do is implement giving a lot of these players an opportunity that maybe not normally get a chance to play on a featured table to to get a chance to play on a feature table. And so as soon as the registration closes, we go live. We get multiple players, multiple different tables to come through and sit on the feature table.
That's what I like best. I've been asking people, hey, how do I get on the final table? How do we get on it? And I said, don't worry, it's going to be all mixed and match, and everybody's going to get a chance if you're running a little bit deep.
When Terrell deals out the cards, put them right in front of you on that square. Leave them there for a few seconds. I'm going to be back here. I cannot see what your cards are. I can just tell whether or not your cards have been red. If they haven't been red, I'm going to ask you to put them back in. All three of those decks should be good.
Which one do I need to use?
Whatever you want.
Oh, registration closed.
They're all good. This is on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. You can scan that QR code to go to all of our platforms.
Antoine, don't worry. Your boy BT is on the feature table. And I did promise him last night, he was very jumped into the live stream chat last night with Craig and I in the booth. Offered to get us Taco Bell. And I said if he got me Taco Bell today, which he actually did DoorDash Taco Bell today for me, the first thing that I would have done today is give him a shout out before the actual live stream started. So kudos and a shout out to BT Hell for the delivered Taco Bell from DoorDash.
Great man, great man.
Of course, you're all going to see his funky shirt that he has on there again and his cowboy hat. BT doing BT. Chris Mays, welcome to the live stream chat. Paul Tuning, thank you. Your boy BT Hell just said there. And then Antoine Fautre. I don't know if I said that right. But thanks for joining the chat.
So he's the featured dealer now?
And we will be underway shortly. Again, here, the 1 year anniversary celebrating Poker House being in business. Summer Jam 100K guarantee flight D with 2 more flights tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Crushing the guarantee with 2 flights left. And cards are in the air. And here we go. Miss Law, like Shane said, on the feature table. Very accomplished poker player. Did very well this summer. WSOP won a tournament, if I remember, a women's event. I'm not sure what casino was that, but if I remember correctly, she knocked out everybody on the final table, Shane. That's pretty impressive.
King nine spades here. Looks like he's about to open up a little bit.
Turn bet is 35.
Big open to 35,000.
Interesting opening size here with the blinds only being 800, 1.6, and a 1.6 big blind ante.
Easy takedown.
And we are 2 minutes into level 9 where the small blind ante is 800, big blind 1,600, and the big blind ante 1,600. And there is your chip count for this feature table with Mike Cabilo having a big stack, 236K with over nearly 150 big blinds, all the way down to Miss Law, still with chips in play, 23 big blinds, 37K.
Give Law a chip and a chair. She knows how to work it.
I remember my first encounter playing with Law. It was actually y'all's free roll tournament, and we were featured on the feature. Her and I were on the feature table, and I had her to the right of me, and I was to the left, and to my direct left was TJ Cloutier, and Law put me in a blender so many times in that flight. Luckily, I bagged and made it, and made the money, but
yeah, I made the money. I made the money in that tournament also. I finished in the top 30.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
The second hand here, the live stream post close of registration.
3,000 was the bet. You see 9. Everybody else 4,000. 4,000. Apologize.
And Terrell back on the feature table after dealing to 2:30 a.m. last night. Could be locked in.
Yeah, Terrell's been our feature dealer pretty much the last 2 days. He's put in a lot of time and hours on that table.
And along with the mystery cards, opening under the gun 4K. And Ernesto Guerrero defending the big blind with queen 10 off. Turns a queen.
Ah, nice 3 queens on the river.
Looks like Ernesto takes it down with trip queens with runner for the best hand, electing to check the river with a third queen. Not sure what he was worried about. Could have value bet there maybe. Not sure what Long had there, but again, we have 121 entries and we are playing down to 10%. So that means, I think we actually round up. So I think we're playing down to 13. So out of the remaining 61 players, we need to lose 48. And there goes BT with the shirt, the flamingo. I don't know if that's his kid on his shirt.
Uh-oh, got the old Queen 7. You gotta watch him with that.
4K.
Now he folds it.
Aaron opens King 9 under the gun +1 to 4K.
Sorry, 4-5 call from 6.
Fold 8-9, small blind. Interesting.
Adam Skaggs on the button, electing to flat with 8-9 suited. Here we go to the flop. Both blinds fold.
Action between 1 and 7.
Here's the flop.
6. Testing me, man.
Still ironing out our kinks here, ladies and gentlemen.
The bet is 6,000.
Uh-oh, interesting flop. Both hit the 9.
Oh, and a
Picks
turn
up
card
flush
brings in a
draw.
flush draw with a combo draw there.
7,000. 20,000.
Aaron electing to double barrel with top pair, and then Adam with top pair as well, but also turns a flush draw, electing to raise from 7K to 20,000. I don't see Aaron getting away from this hand with top pair. At least not yet. I think you can peel one and evaluate the river. What kind of hands can Adam here be raising with? Some straight draw possibilities
Having
on the button.
4 suited, you never know. He likes to call.
Adam, flatting from the big one, has a lot of the sets here with pocket 5s, pocket 3s.
There's the flush.
And he rivers the flush with 6 of clubs. Aaron checking,
25,000.
and Adam betting 25K into a pot of 64K. About 40% pot for value. And Aaron with the fold. 4 line into a straight, 3 line into a flush, makes the correct fold. And we have Vicente Candales here saying, let's go Ernesto. Ernesto with 30 big blinds, 48,500 chips on this feature table. Had a chance to chat with him just before they sat down. Really excited to be on the feature table. Probably not excited to have Law to his left, but any player would not want to have Law to their left. Oh, it looks like we have Budweiser Miller again in the chat tonight. Your boy BT came through with the Taco Bell, Budweiser. Came in clutch. And BT electing to open the Doyle Brunson at 3.2K. And Adam Skaggs waking up in the cutoff with Ace King, looking to 3-bet here. What sizing he's going to choose?
10K from the 6.
Makes it slightly over 3x the open from BT.
Adam makes it 10K. Get an easy fold. Nope, BT is gonna call.
Hey, if you're gonna open 10 deuce under the gun +1, you better defend it. To the flop we go. 10 deuce king is what I want to see on the flop.
Check from the 3.
And don't have the flop.
15,000 from the 6.
Oh, Oh, and J-Lo poker him saying Longma is a goat, having one brace. Oh, here we go with the flop. BT flopping open ender. Adam Skaggs flopping top pair with top kicker. BT folds. Adam picks up 14K from that pot. Yeah, when you 3-bet an under the gun +1 open, and you see a board with king, queen, jack, that's all in the range of a 3-bet from the cutoff after under the gun +1 open. Budweiser, really, he did come through with the goods. Craig and I enjoyed our Taco Bell, that's for sure. Jen, and I don't know if you had a chance to watch the stream last night. A majority of the viewers last night were cheering on BT and Chris Mays last night. So I have to think that a good number of these viewers tonight are here cheering on BT.
Again, yeah, I missed the stream last night. But fortunately, I had to work all night, so I was here till 8 o'clock this morning. So.
And Adam Skaggs again waking up with Ace King in the hijack.
Actions on the 8 seat.
Opens to 4K.
Always nice to run good. Get a couple ace kings back to back.
Well, looking like she wants to make a move on the button. Reaching for chips. And elects to 3-bet. 11-7. Just slightly under 3x. Longma with ace-10 in the small blind. Probably not going to be calling here after after a late position raise and a button 3-bet from Law. Wisely folds.
9 folds.
Aaron in the big blind with 10-7 off, folding. Gonna go back to Adam, who's probably gonna rip it and put Law all in here. Law gonna have to make a tough decision on the river. Have to make a tough decision here. Does she want to go with? She want to go with Jack 8 off?
Ain't got much left behind. I'm sure she's gonna do it. Nope.
And she elects to fold. Oh, Long, J-Lo, thanks for letting us know. Long has Hendon Mumbo over 750K with his best cash of 530,000 when he won the bracelet. What bracelet was that, J-Lo? I could look that up, but I'm trying to concentrate on the stream. Here we are with 8 hand 6. Ryan Ballard with Jack 8 offsuit folding.
6. 7.
Law on the cutoff with 7-5 suited. Is she gonna make a move?
John is 16. John is 16. 3,600 from the 8 seat.
And elects to open from the cutoff to 3.6K. Gets the button to fold. Aaron with King Deuce off in the small blind and BT in the big blind.
All in from the 3.
And elects to rip it for the rest of Law's chips. Not sure what he has.
John is 16. John is 16.
Thinking her option's over. Probably doesn't like the spot she's in. If she thinks she's against 2 over, she actually has a little bit of equity. She up against a higher pocket pair. And folds. Oh, BT waking up with pocket aces in the big blind. Good fold, Law. Good fold.
Airlines.
And shows pocket aces. I don't know. With Law being short like that, I may have just flattered right there. Let her make a move herself post flop. I don't know. I'm joking with BT asking how many pocket aces. I know BT told me right before they went on the 20-minute break that a new player had sat down and opened and ripped pocket sixes under the gun, and he wakes up under the gun +1 with aces. So looks like aces are treating BT pretty well. And we are now down to 57 players from 121. We started level 9 with 61. So in the few minutes that we've been on stream, lost 4 players. And then here we go with the chip count. Mike again with 147 big blinds. Adam with nearly 100 big blinds. And the bottom 2 players on the feature table, Ernesto with 30 big blinds and Law with 11 big blinds.
I know, but it's 32. One's on the one's on 4,000.
Did I give her too much? Or did I give you too much?
Give me 14.
I gave you 14 back, right? You made it 36, right? I'm just showing you right.
He's correct. He is correct.
I mean, I gave him 14.
So I had 4.
You could have said I went somewhere else.
I think there are potential chip discrepancy with that hand.
This is what I'm putting in. How much do you have?
What was the total?
4,000 right there. And
Total, how much do you have? How many chips do you have total?
Because I've got a running track.
In the background with a suit and tie, Mr. Eric Anderson from the Midwest coming down here setting up Poker House's live stream.
79.8 plus 4,000.
Again, for those of you joining the chat, we are day 2 on our new updated improved live stream here. Still ironing out the kinks, and this again, as I said, my first time actually manning the booth with the control board. So I'm gonna try to stay away from all these buttons and all these levers. Don't want to blow the live stream. I know the mute buttons, the volume buttons, and that's about it. I know Craig knows all the sound effects. Oh, actually has labeled. Interesting. So I probably can't mess that up.
I heard y'all hitting a couple of them earlier.
15, 16, you went all in and you got 36 from her.
Still trying to figure out the chip counts here correctly before we move on to hand 7.
44. Correct?
Did you find the bracelet, that long one?
I'll actually check that out right now. While we're waiting.
So you can't count the money that you put in there.
That's what I'm saying.
You might have caught it, you might have pulled your all in, but like 32.
Yeah, short 1,000. That's all right.
So, Shane, would you describe yourself as more of a tournament player, cash player?
I am much of a tournament player. I get really bored playing cash, but I really enjoy tournaments. There's a lot of traveling playing tournaments.
It was just heads up.
Oh, and J-Lo, I looked up Long's Hendon mob, and you're right, about 771,000 with the best cash of 515,000.
Very nice.
Looks like he was there throughout the summer for WSOP. I was there with him. He had more caches than me. It's pretty decent caches. Had a nice score towards the end of last year for the 690 no limit hold'em ultimate stack at the Venetian. And his biggest score, last October for the reunion. That was the first tournament back post-COVID at WSOP. First time they've held it in the fall in a long time. Wins that tournament for 515,000. Nice. Here we go. I think this is the 3rd time Aaron's had Ace King. This time, nothing. Adam Skaggs turns open-ended, but there is 3 to a flush out there with Aaron holding the King of Diamonds. Adam checks. Aaron bets 6K. And Adam folds. Here we are on level 9, small blind 800, big blind 1600, big blind ante 1600 with 11 minutes remaining. Next level, the blinds will go up to 1K, 2K with a 2K big blind ante. For those of you joining, thank you for joining us here at Poker House Dallas for the inaugural 1-year anniversary Summer Jam 100K guarantee Flight 1D. And we have officially crushed the guarantee, only needing 82, 83 for this flight, with 2 more flights left to go tomorrow. So for those of you in the chat that are wanting to play, haven't played yet, or have only fired 1 or 2 bullets, still have 2 chances tomorrow. With the guaranteed first place prize of $25,000, definitely would be more than that, seeing a little north of 30K. And here we go. Ernesto Guerrero opening ace queen with a min raise to 3.2. Aaron in the cutoff with 9s, electing to flat. And Ryan Ballard in the small blind with king queen off, completing the small blind. Goes to a flop of jack of diamonds, queen of diamonds, ace of spades, with Ernesto flopping top 2. Pocket 9's not looking good on this flop.
Current bet is 12,300.
And Ernesto electing to bet pot here, knowing somebody could be on the diamond draw, although he does block the nut flush draw, probably thinking that Ryan has a king or a 10 and wants to deny equity to a Broadway draw, and Ryan wisely folds to that bet size. Ernesto taking down the pot up 10K, now pushes him just south of 60K. For those of you in the live chat, let us know who you're cheering for on this feature table. Law, Ernesto, Long, Ryan. Who you guys have?
Don't forget BT now.
Oh, don't forget BT.
Gotta root for him.
Yeah, definitely gotta root for him. How can you root against that guy with a shirt and a cowboy hat like that? If I tried to wear a shirt like that, it just wouldn't go over well. I don't know. Shane, can you pull off a shirt like that?
I definitely can't pull off that. One day I saw him wearing a little outfit that had his pictures of his kids on there and everything. It was pretty neat. He's got very much style.
Oh, Cynthia McCollum saying BT, Budweiser, Miller. I definitely knew who you were rooting for, so. Shane Twos, BT, LFG. I can't say that specifically what that stands for on the stream, but I think we all know what that means. Again, thanks for all of you tuning in here after 10 p.m. here with Flight D. And Rebecca Thompson in the chat again. How are you doing, Rebecca? Maybe we should go grab breakfast again one morning. Enjoyed it that one time with you.
Hello, Rebecca.
Me, you, and Amber. In law middle position, opening pocket 3s. Folds all the way to the big blind where Adam completes or calls the under the gun +2 open with 7-8, with a flop of 5 of diamonds, king of spades, 6 of clubs. Adam flopping open ender. Has the most equity in this hand with pocket 3s. I mean, even though he does not have a made hand yet, has the most equity in this hand with 62%, even though Long has a pocket pair. Adam checks over, Long continuation bet of 4.8K to about 9K, and of course Adam's going to peel one off at minimum. And the ace of clubs comes on the turn. It could be an action killing card. Adam checking.
probably see a check back here.
Let's see if Long uses that ace as a scare card, knowing that he opened his can double barrel with the ace and a king on the board. He was the original pre-flop aggressor. Elects to check. And a 5 of spades hits the river. Does not improve Adam. And check. And Long winning at showdown with pocket threes, chipping up to 90K.
I was at Chick-fil-A the other day, and some guy.
Oh, Antoine, that's your nephew on his shirt? Oh, great.
So I went to have to take a picture with him.
You should have just took a picture.
That's what I said, I'll take a picture with you. You can check later, but it's not me.
Is that his kid? I don't know. I didn't ask him about that when we were before
That was the same
we
market
started back up.
not too long ago. This guy looks like recipe, like mini me of recipe.
Really?
And I took a picture with him, and I sent it to all my friends. I'm like, oh my god, it was so funny. Yeah, like everybody has a twin somewhere.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And it's funny, I ran into him in Vegas again. Yeah.
Uh-oh, Law wakes up with the 2.
There you go. That's a good hand to open up to.
You got
3,600 from the 8.
And a lot of people think here that because you're short with 12, 13 big blinds, that you just have to open rip kings right here.
You're gonna get action here with Law picking up 2 10s.
And then Law's gonna probably 3-bet, and obviously their chips are gonna get all in. Let's see what sizing you choose. Obviously knowing that Law's gonna get all her chips in. Under the gun open from Law with pocket kings. Law under the gun +1 with pocket 10s. Gonna 3-bet
10,000
to 10,000. Dream scenario for Law. Not quite a 3x raise. At this blind level, when under the gun opens, under gun plus open, 3-bet doesn't need to be that big.
7.
Folds over to her.
This one we should have won.
You okay with it? Alright. All in.
I think Law meant to go all in there.
He was trying to counter chips and just stuck out a little bit.
Chris, I do not have a seat. I already sold my seats. I actually won 3 seats between satellite and flips. I already sold them. I'm anti. And Chris, how you doing? Sorry, Chris. Chris Mays, what's up? How you doing? And Cynthia, that is your son. Shout out to you two. He's definitely wearing that shirt proudly here. Chris, I could definitely ask anybody if anybody in the seat has, anybody in the chat has a seat for sale. And Aaron opening under the gun with ace into and BT Hale waking up under the gun +1 with pocket kings. Definitely going for a 3-bet. Let's see what sizing he uses.
Current bet is 23.5.
And makes it a really big sizing. 3-bets to 23.5K. Slightly big there. Don't need to go that big. Could have gone anywhere between 10 and 12,000.
6.
Definitely not going to get any action unless somebody wakes up with pocket aces, maybe pocket queens.
7.
Fold backs around to Aaron. He's probably going to lay this down based off that sizing. And he wisely folds. So PT picking up the blinds there, and Aaron's under the gun open, picking up 7.5K chips. Oh, and Aaron calls out his hand. asking BT if he had kings, and yes.
Ace smack this right there. This is stronger as a king. Thank you, guys.
Soul read from Aaron in the 1 seat. And I think pretty sure that as of right now, no one's in the 2 seat or the 8 seat. What happened with that hand? Did she win that hand? Well, win that hand? I had some issue there with the string.
Raise from the 3 seat, 3,800. 4 folds.
BT opened up ace 8 suited under the gun.
5 fold, 6 fold, 7 fold.
Mike Cabilo in the hijack with jack 10 suited. Electing to call BT's open. Sometimes jack 10 suited late position can function as a 3, but here he elects to just flat BT's open. And Aaron waking up with 5-3 offsuit in the big blind, debating whether or not to defend his big blind. Wisely opting to fold. And we're going heads up to the flop. On a jack 10-5 board, Mike flopping 2 pair, although 2 hearts are out there. Let's see what BT does. He's going to continuation bet. Looks like he's carving out chips.
7,500.
Makes it a big sizing, 7,500 to 11.6. 2/3 pot.
7,500 from the 3.
And let's see if Mike's going to re-raise here or just flat call.
Shin, a 9. Emil and Oscar, you 1, 2 seats available. Shin, a 9. Emil and Oscar, you 1, 2 seats available.
And electing not to slow play top 2 here. Maybe worried about some straight draws, some flush draws. Makes it a small raise though. Only 9K to call, but based off this flop, BT has nothing of this. He can't continue calling here.
He's a buddy of mine.
And I think Shane getting called out by a friend of his saying Shane's an awful announcer. I think he's doing well for the first time being in the booth. I think you're doing great, Shane.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Pretty sure BT's just posturing here, gonna fold. Has no backdoor equity, nothing there on that flop.
2 pair, all right.
Mike Cabilo taking it down with top 2.
Jack 10 suited, my favorite hand.
So Jack 10 suited, you know what my favorite hand is? King 7 suited.
7 suited. My all-time favorite, I will not lay down if you give me Jack 10 of hearts. I will not fold it.
Need a big one. It's going to be 2K, 2K. Well, let's start up 1,000, 2,000, 2,000, guys.
And Ryan waking up with pocket jacks under the gun. We've got a number of players. Since the close of registration, only hand 13 waking up with some big hands.
Sorry, 4K from the 4.
The blinds have now gone up. 1,000 for the small blind, 2,000 for the big blind, with a 2,000 big blind ante. Ryan opening to 4K.
9 fold.
Ernesto calling in the cutoff with Queen 8 suited. Aaron in the small blind with Queen 10 off. Thought about calling, elects to fold. And BT completing and calling. So we're going 3 ways to the flop. With Ryan with pocket jacks, Ernesto with Queen 8 of spades, and BT Hale in the big line with 6-5 off. And the flop comes 9, 9 of hearts, king of diamonds, 10 of spades. BT wisely checks. Ryan elects to continuation bet 3,000 into 15,000. Small sizing. And Ernesto's going to call with a gutter and backdoor spades. Oh, it's 8,000, right?
You said 3,000? 8.
Okay, sorry. It was bet 8,000 into 13,000. Slightly over a half pot. BT folding. Turn is a 6 of diamonds, now bringing in backdoor diamonds.
River.
And Ryan gets it through, picks up 31,000 to stack. Now up to 50 big blinds. Ernesto dropping down to 30K. Still has about 15 big blinds. Still an okay spot. Not quite push full territory, but getting close there. And here we go. I think we're 6-handed, 7-handed. Probably going to be filling one of these few seats coming up here shortly. Mike Cabela waking up hand 14 with queen 10 of spades under the gun. Looking over his left shoulder, trying to figure out what to bet or just to call. And just limps. I'm not a big fan of limping in early position in a tournament. It's something you can do in cash, but I try not to limp.
Call from none.
I did hear you say that earlier.
And Longma electing to also limp from the cutoff. And Aaron waking up on the button with ace queen. I see him raising it here, making it maybe 7,500, 7,000 to 8,000, 9,000. Let's see what he decides to do here. Makes it 6,500. A pretty small sizing considering there's 2 limps behind. I would have liked to see it make it at least 8,000, anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000. BT folding king queen offsuit in the small blind. Ryan folding 9-6 from the big blind. And Mike and Law are getting good price.
Call from club.
Okay, long mall with 7-6. Probably gonna call as well.
Call from the nine. 3 players.
And we're 3-way, so the flop with 24.5K in the middle. With the flop of jack of hearts, 2 of hearts, 2 of spades. Not much of anything for anybody. This could be one of those hands whoever decides to take the betting lead can take it down.
9 checks.
I'd like to see Aaron continuation bet here. Doesn't need to make it terribly big. Can make it anywhere between 6,000 to 8,000. 1/4 to 1/3 pot.
7,500.
Makes it 7,500. Slightly under 1/3 pot. Aaron laying down queen 10 of spades. And I foresee Long also folding here as well. Oh, and making a move? Just calling.
18,000 from the nine.
Making a move.
And Long makes a move knowing that this flop really doesn't favor Aaron. Putting him in a tough spot. I like this raise by Long. Making it a big raise. And Long actually has a lot of jacks here when he just limps and then calls a raise in the cutoff. He could have queen jack here, king jack, jack 10, and gets the best hand to fold. What a move by Long. Probably the reason why he has a bracelet, making moves like that.
I like the rounded.
Looks like we're down to 48 players out of this 121 now. Moving mighty fast.
Yeah, as the blinds increase, you're going to see a lot of players drop out at a pretty rapid pace.
9-4.
A lot of people gambling, trying to get a big stack, knowing that they can come back tomorrow and play again.
That's true. And you're going to see a lot of players pre-close the registration, make some moves, but once usually registration closes, tighten up a little bit. Still want to try to get opportunities to make some moves and chip up, but you just never know.
I always notice when I play one of the earlier flats, I always just play bad, so I just wait to the last flight where I'll play a little better.
Hey, that's not a bad fire multiple bullets. Get it in bad and suck out and win.
2K from the 70.
And on this flop of 4 diamonds, 10 of diamonds, 5 of clubs, Ernesto bets bottom pair with top kicker and gets everyone to fold and gets picks up some chips. Aggressive move there by Ernesto. Good job. Looking to chip back up. And here we go again with the chip count. Mike Kabila with over 118 big blinds. Some middling stacks anywhere between 70 and 50. 70 and 50. And the bottom 2 chip stacks. BT Hill with 37 big blinds. And Ernesto with 17. $17, 18 big blinds. For those of you joining our chat and the live stream, on any of our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, like and subscribe so that you can get notifications of when we go live with our streaming updates. And at some point this evening, looking to hopefully get Matt Osborne and or Daniel McWilliams, the co-general managers here at Poker House, come in the booth with us, share some insight on their poker career background, let us know what they have planned for Poker House going forward, some of the neat things they have here going on as we speak. So Long Ma raises to 4.5x, and BTL in the cutoff free betting with ace queen off to 19.5k, and Mike Cabela waking up in the small blind with ace king suited.
I feel a little 4-bet coming in here.
Could be a 4-bet jam. Interested to see what size he uses here. Doesn't need to be big. Make it.
Make it about 54,000.
Yeah, 50,000, 2.5x. Doesn't need to go big. And he just
smooth call.
Wow. He's probably worried about BT's sizing in the cutoff. The 2 hands that BT has 3-bet.
He has kings and aces, so.
9-4.
Oh, and the flop
for BT.
The flop comes 5 of diamonds, 5 of clubs, queen of spades, and BT hits top pair with the best kicker.
That's why you ripped that ace king free flop. You may not have seen that flop.
I think BT would have called though. Wearing a shirt like that. maybe not.
30,000 from the 3.
Mike checking. BT continuation betting 30,000 into 47.5K. Mike's probably happy he didn't 4-bet rip it there. I think if Long wasn't the original pre-flop guesser, he would have 4-bet it. I'm not a big fan of playing ace-king suited out of position because you're really banking on a king or an ace to hit the flop, and if it doesn't, you really can't do anything. So he folds, taps the table and says, good hand, BT, flopping top pair, top kicker. I think BT showed. BT now up to 100,000.
I was like, dang, you got kings, you better shove. Yeah, these kings. That's why I was like. That's why I put it on. I had a king, so I was like. Ace king, yep.
And here we are, 15 minutes left in level 10 where the blinds are 1K, 2K with a 2K big blind ante. Here's your chip count. BT creeping up, started this featured table below 20 big ones, now moved north of 50. Ernesto still the short stack here at the featured table with 18 big ones.
That's hard.
9 folds. One call.
And Aaron with Jack 10 suited under the gun.
Jack 10 suited.
Just limps.
Accidentally
5.
Aaron's picking up some big hands tonight.
7.
BT calling with 6-9 suited.
3-handed.
Worked out.
And we're going heads up to the flop.
Yeah, he checked, sorry.
The flop of King Heart. Oh, 3-handed the flop. Ernesto with Queen 9. Checking his big blind option. And Aaron flopping open ender. Gonna lead up BT folding. Hasn't done that board.
7C call. Turn.
And Ernesto calling with middle pair. Don't blame him there.
Check.
Gonna check.
Check.
Aaron checks back the turn on the 5 of hearts. And a 5 of diamond peels off on the river.
3,000 from the 7.
And Ernesto value betting 1/5 pot, 3,000 into 5,000, forcing Aaron to fold his open ender, so that's nothing.
So how do you like feeling with all that extra?
The action don't bother me.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah, for those of you in the chat, you guys like hearing the table talk from the players. It's one of the things we wanted to incorporate with the overhead mic so you can hear what the players are talking about at the table.
action's on the 1C. Fold.
Karen Kyle saying he folded my favorite hand. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Talking about Aaron with the ace king suited. Jack 10 of clubs.
Jack 10 is a lot of people's favorite hand.
5,000 from the 5.
And Mike opening the cutoff king 8 off the 5K, 2.5x the big blind. Adam Skaggs with ace 8 suited.
12,000 from the 6. Correct.
Makes it 12,000.
3 betting to 2.4x.
7 and 9 fold. Action's on the 5. 5C folds.
And Mike folding to basically a min click. The equivalent of a min click. Terrell getting some love for the beard. We've had a lot of comments since Cynthia about T's beard. I can never grow a beard like that. Maybe you can convince BT to grow a beard out like that. I don't know if that's your thing. I think he can pull it off. If he can pull off that shirt and that cowboy hat, pretty sure he can pull off that beard. Ooh, gonna have to let T know he's got fans in the chat for the beard.
4. 5.
think we have a general consensus in the chat that people like the beard.
6, 7.
And it folds to the blinds in the blind versus blind situation. Long electing to limp Jack 9 suited. Aaron waking up with Ace Queen suited. Gonna squeeze right here. What sizing he's gonna use? Plays for 5,000. I can see Long calling here, right?
Call.
That's a standard call.
Actions on C9 first.
Could think that he's squeezing here.
Check.
Long shot's the best hand with a jack.
Turn.
Jack 5-6 flop.
Check. Check. River.
Checks flop, checks turn. River with a 3 of hearts. Let's see if Long leads out.
All right, poker players, this is the last call for kitchen. Anyone looking for some hot food?
Long bets 10K to 12K. And if I'm here, Aaron here, based off the flop and turn action, his Ace Queen may have some showdown value here. Up, doesn't call, makes the wise fold. I wouldn't have blamed him if he folded, if he called there. BT Budweiser when BT grows his beard out, he could be a part of Duck Dynasty. I could see that. Cynthia, BT came through in the clutch with the Taco Bell, delivering to the commentary booth in Flight C. Tell you what, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty. I had about 5 minutes while they fixed some of the audio issues. And in that 5 minutes, I took down 3 tacos and a quesadilla.
Quit talking about food, y'all gonna make me hungry.
Maybe some nachos as well.
5 and 6 folded, 7 calls.
If you're hungry, I think the kitchen's still open for about 30 minutes. Put a food order in. And back to the action. Ernesto in the cutoff,
5,000
limping with 6-4 diamonds. Same thing with Long Ma, limping on the button with Jack 8. And then Aaron raising to 5K with pocket 8s. And PT Hell waking up with Ace King in the big blind.
Played for 17.5.
And 3 bets to 17.5K. Ernesto's going to be folding here. Long's going to be folding. And let's see what Aaron does.
4 folds. Actions on 7 folds. 9 folds.
Fans in the chat rooting for BT here with Ace King in the big blind. Blind versus blind. I don't think you can fold here. You have a pretty decent pocket pair. You still have some play here. Post flop maneuverability, pocket aces. Any overcards hit the board.
Call.
Check fold to a continuation bet from BT Hale.
Made 17.5.
We're not gonna see a flop here, boys.
And Aaron cold calls the 3-bet out of the small blind. And the flop, 9 of diamonds, Jack of spades, Ace of spades. Totally smashing BT's 3-bet out of the 3-betting range out of the big blind. Flopping top pair with best kicker. Aaron will be probably check folding here. And BT with the king of spades, blocking the nut flush draw. Also blocking Broadway. Kind of like to bet small here. Bets half pot. Aaron will probably be folding this hand unless he thinks that BT is continuation being late. Doesn't think so. Folds pocket 8s.
I nominate you with the most.
Oh, Cynthia. BT's favorite hand is pocket 8s because he wears them on his head. I did not know that. Now I have to look.
It's gonna be the 9C172. So in between heads.
Maybe not on the cowboy.
Do one person for, I guess, Lou. Okay.
I don't see it on the cowboy hat. I think on one of his other hats I've seen it.
Level 10 here with 6 minutes left. 45 players left. Playing down to 13 players.
6 folds.
I actually didn't pay attention to the hat he wore last night. I was more enamored with his shirt that he wore last night than his cowboy hat. Got lots of comments on his shirt last evening. I told him if he was going to come back up today, he would be my first shout out as soon as we went live with a live stream, which I did, that I would do a shout out for his shirt, which I did as well. Back to the action here. Ernesto raising the 5K with ace jack off in the hijack, long maw, flats with ace 10 in the cutoff. BT gonna elect to complete and call for 5,000 or for 4,000 additional with ace 9. We're going through ace to the flop with all three of these players.
Open it, in case ace don't hit the board.
Having an ace.
Okay. Floor. He's got a box.
But I think there's an issue with
Box cards.
Yeah,
Treat it like a piece of paper, guys, and be dead card.
Yeah, and sometimes the problem with these cards with RFID, they're very, very thick, so they're very prone to split open. And so, for as much as you pay for a pack, I think around north of $100 for each pack, you know, gonna have to have several backup cards, which we do have here in the booth with us.
It's as if it was never there.
Good call by our floor man, Benny.
Now, I didn't hear what was the ruling.
Say it's just like a piece of paper, just pretend like it's not there.
Okay. Oh, so there was a card that was not even
just a box card. Yes. Okay. Just face up in the deck.
Flop 6 of hearts, king of spades, 7 of hearts.
It's like Long's the only one that hit a piece of this with a little flush draw.
Check. Heads up action.
And we are heads up to the turn. Oh, and Rivers jack. Ernesto with the best hand.
Okay.
Gonna bet small 5K to 27K. Yeah. And a small value bet still gets lost to fold. I'll tell you what, those small bets on the river, I know some people use those bets for value. I don't like those. Those small bets scare me.
See, most people lay down to it today.
A box card is considered a piece of paper. It's just like it's a foul card, so we just take it out and play and keep going.
What's the reason behind that rule?
That's just a rule.
Because so
I told you guys you were
shuffle it, right. In case somebody actually seen that it was an 18 bet and didn't say nothing.
Listening to Eric Anderson, who's running the action tracker out there at the floor, saying treating that card as just a regular piece of paper, not part of the action. The same conclusion that Shane explained in the booth here.
And if there is another box card come up in the deck, it is a complete misdeal of the hand, and everybody's money will be returned. There's 2 in a deck.
I did not know that. Even in a tournament?
Yep, even in a tournament. All chips will be taken back.
That'd be a fun education.
And we have another BT fan in the chat. Ben Boyle saying, yeah, bro, keep grinding BT.
3 calls.
Looks like we got a new player coming in.
And I think we're going to fill in a couple spots here in the next few minutes.
4 Titans, 5 checks, going to the
We'll
flop.
get his name and his chip count. We're 4 ways to the flop.
5 checks.
Ryan in the small blind flops a flush draw.
BT flops top pair.
BT flops top pair. Ernesto gets a piece of this board with bottom pair with 4-3. BT bets. Small blind calls. And Ernesto debating whether or not to get sticky with bottom pair in the +1. Folds. Going heads up to the turn.
Actions on the 4 seat.
And an 8 of hearts hits. Let's see if BT continues the barrel.
Little small bet, 7,000.
7,000 into 18,000.
4 seat goes.
And Ryan getting a good price to hit his flush draw there ever misses.
Actions on the 4 seat.
I don't know if you need to continue barreling here. You can just check. See if it's going check. Ryan was called line.
18,000 is the bet for the 4.
He bets 18,000.
Oh.
And gonna take it down, I'm assuming.
No, Ryan's the one bleeding out for 18,000. Oh, on the missed flush draw, looking to turn his queen high into a bluff. What is he representing here? I don't know. Put him BT in the blender.
Value bet at 10. I want to pay the 10, but it's like I can see it on the screen.
Action still, and BT folds the best hand.
That was my other guess. You had a flush draw in this.
He gets flush draw.
Aggressive move by the small blind there. And missing the flush draw, turning his queen high into a bluff, knowing that he missing. He can't win at showdown if his hand went check.
First time I see him bluff. Oh yeah? That's what I'm saying. I hadn't seen him bluff yet.
Oh, the table talking that they haven't seen him bluff, so which probably influenced BT to fold there, even though he had top pair with a mediocre kicker. Still, BT in still good shape.
Our new player looks like his name is, what was his name?
We'll have to find out in about 3 seconds.
Ross.
I know he's a regular here at Place Cash. Looking to get into the feature table action. Limping the big blind as blinds go up to 1.5K. Big blind 3K with a big blind A of 3K.
Todd Gross.
Todd Gross calling with King 5 in the +1, or limping with King 5. I'm not sure how I feel about limping King 5 with a short stack.
Pretty early position.
Yeah. You could limp, you know, suited kings in late position, King 5 and above can open. And I'm not a big fan of limping in early position. 3 ways to the flop with a queen of clubs, queen of diamonds, 6 of diamonds. With Adam flopping the best of it with a 6 and a 7. This flop going check, and another 6 comes on the board, giving Adam a full house. Mike checks. Adam bets 6K into 12K half pot. Todd's folding with King 5 of hearts, and Mike folding 8-4 off. Adam taking it down with a full house. 6 is full of queens.
Yeah, always turn the small blind always tightens up for the big one.
Here we go. Some new players. I think the only new player we have is Todd Gross, right?
Yes.
Yeah, comes into the feature table with 13 big blinds, just under 42,000 in the 8 seat. We are less than an hour away from our 20-minute break, and for those of you tuning in, one of the things here we want to use on our live stream, especially during a tournament series like this, is giving players opportunity to play on a live stream rather than just keeping the same players on the feature table. So more than likely after the 20-minute break where they're doing a cover up, I believe, of the 100s, we will see a new feature table. But for the next hour or so, we'll have these 7 players. Ryan Ballard with ace-5 offsuit in the cutoff. Limps, 3,000. Folds around to the small blind. Adam with ace-6 off.
10,000 from the 6.
And elects to 3-bet bluff with ace-6 off. Makes it 10K. I like the move. Forcing Ernesto to fold. Probably forcing Ryan to fold. Yeah, so Tammy and Chris, we just reset the camera. Craig is usually in my seat. I've taken over the operational board, the soundboard today, and I'm usually the one in the seat that controls the camera angle. So the first time we've had Shane in the booth with us, I had him rotate the camera angle. So it's going to refresh. It's going to be about, it's been stuck here for probably, in the next couple of minutes, it should rotate around as the dealer announces the action and Eric inputs it on the action track. It should automatically, at some point in the next few minutes, rotate around the table. So sorry for the single camera angle here. Again, I'm usually the one in charge of the camera angle. I've noticed it as well. Had Shane hit the refresh button on the camera angles, and in the next few minutes, come back around the table.
6,500 from the 9.
Under the gun, long raises 10-8 suited to 6,500.
1 fold. 3. 4.
I like Long's aggression here on the feature table. That's a hint you would see a lot of players that are not regular tournament players fold.
Call from the 7.
Long electing to open it to 6.5K. Folds around to Adam Skaggs in the button, flattening 6.5K with ace-10 off, and Todd completing the big blind with mystery cards. Come to a flop of Queen of Diamonds, 3 of Spades, 6 of Clubs. Todd checks. Long checks.
Check.
I would have liked to see him continuation bet there. He has a lot of ace queens there, king queens there in his range under the gun. Well, now with a second queen coming on the board, less likely that he has a queen in his hand. Todd leading out on the turn with a queen of clubs. Again, with mystery cards that we don't know about. Long turns a flush draw. Confused a little bit. Either gonna fold or maybe put them all in and
9
fold.
folds. 6 folds.
6 folds.
What do you have?
Pocket deuces.
Yeah, queen 6.
Moondog.
Oh, Todd Gross taking it down with aggression on the turn with ace high. The new guy at the feature table with a short stack, letting his presence be felt.
Oh, yeah.
Chip counts again, Mike Cabello, as the blinds went up to 68, down to 68 blinds as the blinds increase. So 1,500 in the small blind, 3,000 in the big blind, and 3K big blind ante.
Yeah, I was trying to deal with a minute. No, my bad. You good. 3K with thank you. 1 fold, 3 fold, 4, 5. $8,000. AC fold.
And Adam Skaggs waking up to ace-10 in the cutoff, opening to 8K. Long out with ace-king suit in the big blind will be 3 betting. Oh, just smooth.
Oh, wow.
He definitely didn't fold.
Heads up.
interesting non-3 bet from Long out of the big blind, going out of position to the flop of Jack of Spades, 8 of Spades, 4 of Hearts. We've seen Long mob check raise in spots like this. I wonder if he's going to pull that off here, or if he's just going to fold or flat and peel one, knowing that he's got 2 overs to this board. Unblocking spades, backdoor, Broadway draw.
Heads up action.
And it calls.
Check.
Four of diamonds peels on the turn. Long checks. Adam double barrels with ace 10. And Long not believing him. He's either got an overpair or a jack or not.
Yeah, they saw. Long knew he had the best hand all the way.
What a call, what a hand.
You're going to call a third one, weren't you?
Long knowing that that board doesn't really favor Adam unless he has an overpair. What a great call by Long on the turn. Forces Adam to check on the river and Long taking it down.
We got some more camera angles coming in now.
There we go. Thank you for letting us know about the camera angles being stuck. Should be rotating.
Turn was going to be an intriguing card for sure.
BT Hale under the gun with Queen 6 suited. We've seen him open up some very speculative hands, and again, he opens Queen 6 of diamonds to 8,000. Oh, and Mike in the middle position with pocket jacks. Is he going to 3-bet? Is he going to just call?
He's 3-bet.
It looks like he's 3-betting.
21,000 for the pot.
Makes it 21,000, 2.5.
Oh, Adam wakes up with two aces behind him. This could get ugly, folks.
We're going to see a cold 4-bet from the hijack with pocket aces, and obviously when it comes back around to BT, he's definitely folding. A 4-bet in this configuration right here doesn't need to be big. He doesn't need to make it big.
38,000 from the 6.
And he only elects to raise it 17K. BT made it 8K. Mike made it 21K, raised it 13K. And Adam only raises it 17K, hoping to induce Mike to call with pocket jacks when it folds back around. Oh my goodness.
Oh, another aces.
Am I seeing what I'm seeing?
Yes, the red aces on the other side.
Are we going to have a 5-bet jam?
Well, this is going to be a good thing for Mike, because Mike will be able to fold now after he
Jax has actually got saved by pocket aces. What a crazy hand. And rips it for 64 and BT.
What do you worry about, BT?
Laughing, knowing his Queen 6 of diamonds is never, ever good in this spot. Oh, Mike.
Should be easy fold for Mike here.
Definitely easy fold when you have a 5-bet jam. Under the gun open, under the gun +1, 3-bet, hijack 4-bet, and a big blind 5-bet. You don't see that very often in a tournament.
Not at all.
And when you're 5-betting, it's usually you have aces.
Like, I played for days at Choctaw main event, and I never saw hands like these.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
He elects to ship it.
oh.
Wow, and we are 3 ways all in.
Well, there is one good thing. Mike does have 2 outs. So
He
that's
does
the
have
other 2.
outs.
The other 2
We
don't have
actually
any.
all have similar equity going to the flop. If I were Mike there to a 5-bet, I'm folding jacks all day long. What a crazy hand. Unbelievable. Oh, and spade is
Oh, queen 6. BT would have had the queen 6 and took him down.
BT regretting folding queen 6 of diamonds. Oh my goodness. That would have been so sick if he got that and sucked out on everybody.
He restarted this mess. Hey, look, the only reason I raised it.
Still shocked that Mike put it in there.
Terrell having to figure out the side pots here. Aaron's going to chip up to about 35K. Mike's losing a significant portion of his stack with pocket jacks. And Adam chipping up again to 88.5K, now putting him over 200K. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, Shane, of Mike's call there, especially after original under the gun open, even though he 3-bet what he was supposed to do in that spot, where you have a cold 4-bet behind you and another cold 5-bet out of position. You have to know that pocket jacks are never, ever good in that spot. Even if it's aces versus kings, you're still significantly behind.
Yeah, trying to with my aces.
I'll tell you what, if BT ever gets queen 6 suited again tonight, he's probably going to rip it.
Could have been a whole lot. I know. Actually, if I was shoved there just to
That's 6 was a spade, and I did to you what you did to that guy.
What a sick hand. Pocket aces versus pocket aces versus pocket jacks. Now Mike, even though he lost that hand, still in a good spot, still has 30 big blinds.
He wouldn't run around her probably chip leader.
Oh, okay.
Adam now has just under 70 big blinds, and Aaron has about 35 big blinds. So Mike losing a significant portion of his stack there.
Thank you very much. There's going to be some wild commentary there. Oh, yeah. I wanted to make sure.
BT's fan club would have went wild if he had made that crazy call.
I don't want to look like a dumbass on the stream.
Looks like we're down to 39 players now.
What a sick hand. Took Terrell some time to carve out the side pot there. Again, Mike's still in a good spot, 30 big blinds. And we have a new player to our table in seat 4. I'm sure the one team, when he saw pocket aces, was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm good here.
Queen 6. I went to 4. I went to 38.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Got a little bit above a mid-range.
Actually, it's going to be, there's too many behind me not to.
Oh, yeah. 3,000 to call.
And we are into the next hand, hand 28. A flight fee of the Summer Jam, 100K guaranteed.
Call.
Mike Cabello under the gun, limping queen 8 suited. Ernesto Guerrero with king jack off in the hijack.
Oh, from the 9.
Also calls Aaron again waking up with a pretty decent hand with ace 10 of clubs in the small blind. Could use that hand to function as a 3-bet squeeze out of the small blind. Instead, now we're all going 5 ways to the flop.
Eric H. and Dre, your 1-2 seats are
4, 5, 6. 2 spades, 6 diamonds.
Bottom 2 pair for Todd. And we got a flush draw from Mike, so there could be a little action here.
Could be some fireworks.
Check. 13,000. One seat full. Two full.
Todd betting
I'm sorry, three full.
13,000 into 18,000, making the pot now 31K. Gonna fold around to Mike.
5 calls, 7 folds.
Mike,
going to
Well,
the
Mike,
turn.
after that last hand, he's probably ready to try to get some chips back.
Check from the 5, check from the 8. River.
Oh, run out
Oh
of
my
straight.
goodness. And it's a chop pot.
I see a straight and a straight. Flip up.
Didn't work out that way.
We have one of our just walked into the booth. One of our favorite dealers here. I'll get him on the mic here shortly. And Andy Willem, ready for that restart on Sunday in the money. Congratulations. When did you bag? Mystery guests coming in shortly. Jane will be back with us shortly. Mystery guest, introduce yourself to the viewers here on Poker House.
For those of y'all who don't recognize my voice, my nickname is Bugsy. We'd like to welcome you all to the Poker House with Dallas Black D. Of course, Poker House Dallas is notorious for being the official home of your Dallas straddle.
Congratulations, Adam, bagging up for flight one. That was a tough flight to bag in because only five players bagged on that flight. So if you just squeak in.
7 calls?
Yes.
Ernesto under the gun +1 with pocket threes limping. Folds around to long maw and the cutoff with the ace-4 of hearts. Maybe looking to raise.
6,500.
Makes it 6,500. I really like the way he's been playing. Taking some aggressive lines.
What's Aaron doing in there? He's just a 5 card. High-low split. He's got his card stuck in granny gear.
Call.
Bugsy, are you on a break right now in between downs?
I'm out.
Oh, you're done for the you're done for the night? Okay.
Call.
Let you take the mic for a little bit before we're giving it back to Shane here. Then and at some point after the break, this 20-minute break that's going to happen in about half an hour or so, we're going to hopefully get
10K from
both
7.
co-general managers Daniel McWilliams and Matt Osborne here in the booth. Talk about Poker House and themselves individually. Let's get back to the action here with a flop of 8 of clubs, king of diamonds, 8 of spades.
Oh, winner.
Ernesto taking it down, being aggressive with his pocket threes.
Well, since you brought up our managers, I do want to thank them for helping me with the Bugsy Congressional Charity Tournament that happened over the last 3 months. It looks like we raised $7,000 for your American Cancer Society.
And that's great. So, Bugsy, while you're on the mic, let the viewers know, the nature of that tournament, what it was for, why you did it.
Well, childhood friend of mine going back to when I was 5. He was my defensive tackle. He was my high school first baseman. He made me look good.
Actions on 7. Fold.
He passed away of
Call.
pancreatic cancer here about 3 months ago. I watched him take a horn from a bull in the Whitesboro Rodeo Arena right below the sternum.
Call.
Bull gored him to the ground and was able to throw him like a sack of potatoes. The big, strong son of a gun was out of the hospital in less than a week. But I also watched pancreatic cancer taking him out in 2.5. With that being said, Matt and Danielle were very supportive of us doing a charity event through the game of Congress, which a lot of y'all may know it is a 5-card high-low, or some of y'all may know it as Big O. And anyway, through the beautiful contributions of several businesses, including my corporate sponsor, which was Old South Pancake House out of Fort Worth. A lot of y'all may be familiar with it. It's legendary over there. off University Street. But Rex Benson was kind enough to help get us started, and I had several Gold Star sponsors. If you want to jump in and talk about the action real quick.
All right, we'll go back to your story. So
they're talking about it right now.
Aaron's just a 5-card. I don't know what he's doing playing 2-card. He's a heck of a 5-card player, by the way.
Adam's case 3-betting with pocket fives out of the big blind. It's everybody to fold. Takes down the pot for 11K. Go ahead, Bugsy.
There we go. But anyway, we do need to thank my Gold Star sponsors as well. I even got one of my competitors, being in an exterminating business, working exterminating, contributed $500. Texoma Roofing, North Rig Restaurant. On your way up to Choctaw and any of their events that you go up there and participate in, you'll go through Denison, Texas, and you have to run right by North Rig. It's the only restaurant on the highway that has an oil derrick out in its front. Have to thank Highport Bar and Grill on Lake Texoma, all y'all that participate up there. Michael's looking good, hitting that water. There's Aaron.
I think we're at, what are we, 6-handed right now at the feature table? Getting ready to race off the 100s. As Long will be buying them off with the big stack here.
Must have the break coming up.
Yeah,
we're just a few minutes away from break.
We're about half an hour away from our break, still in a level 11. We'll be going to level 12 here shortly. Currently the blind, small blind, 1.5K, big blind 3K with a big blind A of 3K. In a few minutes we'll be going to level 12 where the small blind will be 2K, 4K big blind, and a 4K big blind Annie. And here we are, folds all the way around to blind versus blind. Adam Skaggs waking up to 6s in the small blind.
10,000 was the raise from the 6 and 7 calls.
And he opens the 6K, and then Ernesto waking up with Ace-Jack here in the big blind. 23,000 to the flop with a flop 9 of diamonds, 3 of clubs, 5 of diamonds. And Adam C betting.
17,000 for the 6. 17 at 6.
C bet 17,000 to 23K, big sizing.
7 fold.
Getting Ernesto to fold.
I would like to invite everybody out tomorrow. We are expecting the American Cancer Society to show up here at 12 noon.
Here at Poker House?
Here at Poker House. A couple of the members of the American Cancer Society will be here. They want to talk to people about screenings, and you know, the scourge of cancer has affected everybody. I don't know if any person has infected directly or indirectly. So they're going to put out a lot of good information. We're going to do the check presentation. I'd like to, I think we're even going to, might even give away a plaque to our corporate sponsor as well.
Oh,
take a
that's
few pictures.
Did not know that. So that'll be happening around noon tomorrow?
They show up at 12 noon. I'm thinking most of the festivities are going to be happening around 2 to 2:30. The owner of the Old South Pancake House will be in attendance. I just got off the phone with him a little bit ago.
Awesome. I didn't know that about that. So definitely thanks for letting us know for you viewers here. Bugsy said that the American Cancer Society, correct?
American Cancer Society.
We'll be here at Poker House tomorrow talking about the importance of screenings and things of that nature.
Correct.
For those that supported his charity Congress tournament the past 3 months, we'll be here tomorrow. So
should be a heck of a Congress game break loose.
Yeah.
With my corporate sponsor being here, he loves his high-low split, and he likes to ram and jam.
Yeah.
Y'all can't miss him. I call him my silverback gorilla. He played defensive tackle at Texas Tech. He's all testosterone. He's got chest and shoulders like nobody's business. I like to wrestle with him.
There you go.
I haven't won yet, but It makes everybody nervous, but I give him the best I got. And anyway, I've earned his respect and his friendship. He is exactly. He's my antithesis in everything: his size, his political leanings, just everything about him is my antithesis. But we kind of learned to love one another. So
that's what's important. And we have a hand. Ace 10 suited versus Jack pocket jacks from Ernesto, 3 bets out of the small blind.
Ace is first.
And going heads up to the flop, pocket jacks. Ryan. Oh, wow. Ernesto flopping top set with 2 hearts. Checks for deception. Probably going to want to, again, checks a turn with a 3 of spades. Hoping to get Ryan to blast off here and bluff the turn.
it's one heck of a trap.
Ryan, new to our feature table, only been here for a few hands, and it looks like he will turn his king high into a bluff.
25,000 from the 4.
That's half pot, 25K to 51,000. Ernesto only 32K back, gonna get it in. And to be honest, once you put 25K and he re-rips it for 32K, you really don't have much fold equity here. You got to call 7K to win over 100K. Even with king high, I think you.
Well, Ernesto definitely wants that other 7,000. Look how slow he is. Acting like he's indecisive.
Posturing.
He looks good in that Texas Ranger hat, though.
I can't say that I'm a Texan Ranger fan. I'm from Houston, so I'm a Houston Astros fan.
That's all right. I just picked up John Daniels as a customer of mine at his lake house.
And Ernesto rips it.
All in from the 7.
We knew it was going to happen.
And Ryan tanking, probably going to fold, but he may just call because there's not that much.
Turn him up.
Yeah, and he
calls.
calls. He knows he doesn't have that much to call. Yep. Oh, and looks like we get Jim Coyle on the featured table before we go to break. One of my favorite guys.
I don't know what took you so long. Shit.
Ernesto being called out for his Oscar-winning performance. Yes, Cynthia, we love the Pancake House as well.
And here we go. VPIP here, Adam Skaggs and Todd Gross and Long with a VPIP of over 40%. For those of you non-poker players, VPIP stands for voluntary put in pot. So those people that are not in the blinds who elect to put chips in that are not required to, those that are in the small and the big blind, those people play a lot of pots.
Okay, guys, 2K, 4K, 4K.
Yes, both Jim and Aaron that supported our Congress tournament. I was always pleased to see both of them.
And Jim on the feature table here. Last night his wife Dory was on the feature table, so back-to-back evenings with the Coils on the feature table here at Poker House.
We're missing Aaron's wife. She's a Congress player as well.
Okay.
She's solid.
4 from the 5, 6.
Okay. I thought I saw pocket queens fold for a second. I was like, what's going on? Ryan Ballard waking up to pocket queens in middle position, raising it 3x to 10K. Pretty big sizing. Could have made it only. Made it 8K. Todd Gross out of the small blind, electing to
He's going to
call
complete.
Ace-5. I'm not a big fan of that call out of Ace-5 offsuit from the small blind. Ace-5 suited, maybe, yeah. If you're going to play a hand like Ace-5 offsuit out of position to middle position open, I'd like to see you 3-bet that out of the small blind. Obviously, even if you did 3-bet, Ryan's going to rip it all in. And the flop comes 10 of diamonds, 8 of diamonds, 10 of hearts. Ryan still with the best hand with pocket queens.
All in.
And overbets the pot?
43K into 20-something K.
That's right. Small blind and big blind.
Lots of little value there. Could have bet small. Maybe have Todd Peel one street.
Yeah, he could be worried about that diamond flush possibility out there.
Because when you call it a small blind, you have a lot of connecting cards. You have all the flush draws. You have all the low pocket pairs. So
I concur.
Flush draws out of the small blind are definitely a possibility there. So ripping it to deny equity from a potential flush draw. And here we go with Jim Coyle under the gun. Just moved to the feature table with just under 100,000.
2-seat. Fold. The 4-seat. 4,000 to call still.
Limping in.
Yeah, he just called 5, 6, 7 fold. 13,000 from the 8.
Shane just stepping out of the booth. We'll hopefully have him back in here again after the break. Gonna have various guests here through the evening, popping in, helping me out, giving me a hand as I run the booth. Solo for the first time.
4 fold.
Not much here on this hand. Todd Gross with 10-8 offsuit, winning the hand, picking up 11.5K.
Todd likes to see a lot of flops. I've played against him. He's solid.
I've played against him as well.
He's solid. In the $250,000 free roll we had here at the Poker House several months ago, I want to say he finished well in that.
Oh, did he? Okay.
4 fold. 5 fold.
Just a few minutes into level 12 with the blind, small blind 2,000, big blind 4,000, big blind any 4K. At the end of this level, we will be taking a 20-minute break.
Adam's been running good with those sixes. I dealt them to him earlier today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Bugs, did you know you guys have already smashed the guarantee? You guys only needed 82, 83 for this flight to hit 270. You needed 278 to hit the guarantee, and you were well over that with 40 more. Have 121 entries this flight with 2 more flights to go tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. I'm guessing, I think the guarantee can be somewhere probably 175K. If you pick up another 230 players between the weekend flights tomorrow, or the 2 flights tomorrow and Saturday, guarantee could get to 200K. But
well, I would encourage everybody to come out. You'll have a less percentage of poker pros. We're going to have a lot more weekend warriors on Saturday.
Oh, and what a bad turn card here for the set of sixes. Todd Gross makes a straight.
With a flush redraw.
With a flush redraw.
Oh, my. All in the call. Here we go.
Yeah. When Adam rips it there, I don't think there was a ton of fold equity there for Adam to fold. But with a 5-liner to a straight, you know, he's potentially playing the board.
He's got 9 outs, 10 outs.
Yeah,
but we can't forget about the major out the door.
Yeah, but
he's in risk of going out the door.
But the board shows a straight, so the only hand that really beats him there is a 10, Jack 10. So in Adam's mind, he's thinking maybe there's a possibility we're chopping, and as soon as Todd rips it on the river, he snap calls and asks if Todd has a 10. Todd flips over a 10, and he has it.
Small blind, big blind, guys. Buttons in the 1 seat. Button is in the 1 seat.
We are now 8-handed here at the feature table.
Our stream chat freeze?
No, it did not. Okay. People just started commenting.
I hope I didn't scare anybody.
No.
It looked like they were going real well there for a second. Looking over there to the right.
It's also 11:15 on a Friday evening.
Oh. I could stand a cocktail myself. Dialed them off the clock.
Call 6 folds. 7 as well. Call from the 8. 9 as well. Fold.
An action here on this hand.
1 fold.
Mike under the gun with ace-10 off. Limping. The big line. Todd Gross with queen deuce of hearts. Limping as well. Jim completing the small blind with ace-7 heart. Ace-7 off. And then Ryan Ballard checking his option 4 ways to a flop with 15K in the middle. To a flop of jack of clubs, 3 of diamonds, 8 of hearts. Not too much here for anybody. The best hand right now, and not by much, is ace high by Mike. So flop goes check, check. Turn 4 of hearts. Todd turns a heart draw. Ryan Ballard, after a check from Jim, bet 7,000 into 15K, just under half pot. Todd calling with a flush draw and drills the heart on the river. Let's see what Ryan does here on the river, knowing that 3 hearts complete. Bets 10,000 to 29,000, and Todd snapped 3 bets to 30K, and Ryan wisely folds.
Got caught with a head in the cookie jar.
Yeah. Trying to bluff with 10 high. Obviously knowing that his 10's probably not going to be good at showdown, trying to show aggressive and take down the pot.
Well, you got to give him an A for effort for being aggressive. Todd believes in that button. He's not going to give up position easily.
So, Bugsy, why don't you let us know about yourself personally from a poker perspective, how long you've been in the industry, what you've been doing, how long you've been doing it. We had Shane earlier in here in the booth telling us his industry experience. What about you?
Oh, from an industry standpoint, it's always been underground. I found poker right out of high school. I don't know if you're familiar with here in the state of Texas, they have UI literary competitions.
Okay.
And it's not just football here in Texas.
Gotcha.
That's the biggie.
I'm going to be going in and out.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying watching a good poker game myself.
And some lips to the small line with Ryan with ace king in the small blind, electing to rip it for 42K, less than 15 big blinds, or just right at 15 big blinds. Ernesto with 111,000 folds. Hot in the tank. Pocket deuces never loses. Shows.
Yeah, I know, but still, trust me, I was ahead over on that other table 3 times. It didn't work out.
But no, I started playing poker right out of high school, and I found out that the math skills that I had learned in high school and UI literary competition called Number Sensor in the state of Texas, it became very, very beneficial. And as you know, I like to play the exotics. I like to play the high-low splits. And,
I don't think I've ever seen you play Hold'em unless it was a tournament, one of these small tournaments. I don't think I've ever seen you play No Limit Cash.
It's a rarity.
Okay.
If I can find an Omaha game or a Congress game, PLO 8 game, I'm all about it.
Is that your game? PLO Congress?
PLO 8 was I won my first trophy at the Venetian playing PLO 8. I did go out there, not this summer, but last summer, and win the Big O out there at the Venetian as well. So those are high-low split games. And
not that you're keeping
anyway,
track of anything.
there's a lot of mathematical calculations that go in there, more so than Hold'em.
Right.
So
looks like we could have 5 ways to the flop here. Everybody with slightly marginal hands. Jim with the best of it. Oh, ace-6. Oh, wait, yeah. Ace-6 suited. Although Mike also has an ace. Todd with the mystery hand under the gun +1.
5-seat called and 6-seat checks.
19
Oh, look at this. This
So
could
it
be a
looks like
bloodbath.
6 ways to the flop. Everybody probably going to catch a portion of this flop. Looks like all the aces are probably dead.
Yeah.
And Aaron flopping top pair, probably good here. Although Adam flops a gutter to the wheel and backdoor nut flush draw.
You guys just gonna shut down or did you sell?
Todd with the antagonizing the table.
What's he calls? 2, 4, and 5 fold.
Now we are going heads up to the turn. Or no, we're still going 3 ways to the turn. To a jack of hearts. Again, Todd with the mystery hand.
He's at 9%, so I don't know how he can do anything but get the hell out of the way here.
Aaron only betting 10K into 64K. Small bet. 1/8 pot. I think if you're Todd, you got a call.
Aaron's milking it.
Oh, and Aaron with the best hand. And we are less than 15 minutes away from the end of level 1, where we will go into our 20-minute break. Have 33 players left so far, playing down to 13. Need to lose 20 players before we bag and tag for day 2 restart Sunday at noon. We still have 2 flights tomorrow here at Poker House. Flight 1E starting at 10 a.m. with 4 hours of open registration.
I'm sorry.
And Flight F starting at 5 p.m. with, again, 4 hours of open registration.
Okay, sorry.
Here celebrating the 1-year anniversary here at Poker House with their first Summer Jam 100K guarantee. Already blowing the guarantee. I think, let me run the math right here.
Well, tell me you got some of the cake and brownies and whatnot we had out here for all our guests.
What's that?
The cake. You tell me you got some of our anniversary cake.
You know, I didn't even know about it until I walked out there, and it was it good, Shane? Oh my goodness!
Mama says you snooze, you lose.
I know they got some cookie cake out there. So again, for those of you that have played, they actually brought in a celebration cake, and I think a cookie cake, right?
And they did.
Yeah.
It's the cookie cake.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Chocolate chip.
in about 12, 13 minutes, I'm going to have 20 minutes to get a piece of it, assuming some of it's still there.
I want to say some of the cookies still there.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I can't at this point in the day, it's, it's.
Oh, okay. They changed saying you got cake.
Okay, perfect.
When I think of cake, I think of that Bill Cosby comedy special. He fed the kids chocolate cake for breakfast.
Yeah.
Dad is great. He gave us chocolate cake.
I actually remember that episode.
That was greatness. And the wife comes downstairs and has a conniption. You gave the kids what?
Long opening up under the gun to 11K. Jim electing to flat, hasn't played many hands since being moved to the feature table. Adam Skaggs with Jack 10 off on the button, folds. Ernesto probably going to call here, incomplete. Anybody want to make side bet that Todd Gross calls? Oh, never mind, he calls. And again, we're going to have multi-way to the flop. With Jack 10, oh, and Adam Skaggs, no, he folded Jack 10 on the button. Jack of hearts, 10 of diamonds, 6 of clubs. Long with the best, oh, Jim with the best hand with top pair, top kicker.
13.
Bets 13 in the 47K. Jim rips it for the rest of his stack. Ernesto snap folding, Todd snap folding. Long not liking this spot. He does have top pair. Blocks Broadway. Blocks has a blocker to diamond draw. Can he call off here knowing that potentially Jim has a better?
You know, he's not a regular around here, so he probably doesn't know Jim that well.
I'll tell you what, if Jim rips it, he probably has it.
Exactly. I mean, if you played with Jim, you know he doesn't get far from the bank either. Jim's solid. Oh, he's calculating.
Yeah.
Next time she comes by.
And you have to think that Jim's strong here because he still had 2 behind to act.
Exactly.
Heads up, maybe you could probably call here, but knowing that there's 2 players to act, you have to put him on a better jack, maybe jack 10, pocket 6s. There's not too many, draws out there. There's some straight draws out there. No flush draws.
I mean, he's not even looking at Jim. He's not trying to get a read on Jim.
I don't think you were in here, but Long actually has a bracelet. Won it last year in October. Won the reunion tournament for over $500,000. So,
well, you'd think that he would be trying to pick up some type of read.
I think he's trying to go through what hands Jim could have flattened his under the gun open from. Could flat it with pocket 10s. Flop the set.
Well, now he's trying to get a read.
I'm not going to get a read on Jim.
I know, but he's at least trying.
He's trying.
You get an A for effort. Well, he's talking. I don't know what he's saying, but
that's a big portion of his stack. Over 50% of his stack to call here. It's 55, 60% of his stack.
look at Terrell. He's just stoic. Stoic in the box. You got to love that. Looking straight ahead.
And again, for those of you in the stream, once we return back from our 20-minute break, there will be some new players that will be on the feature table looking to get people some of their shine time here that would normally not get an opportunity to play on a live stream.
He's going to con himself into making a bad play here.
Think long, think wrong.
Exactly.
If he had King Jack here, you could maybe call.
Well, he's looking at Jim again. He's got the chips in his hand. He snapped them out there.
Not going to like what he sees.
He's got 3 outs. Needs a lady.
No, I was thinking whether he would really have the King Jack or Ace Jack.
He picked up some outs for that. Oh, my goodness. That's disgusting.
And a Rivers arrogance.
My goodness, it is disgusting. Oh.
That was tough. Wow.
Jim must have kicked the neighbor's dog or something.
What a bad river card for Jim. They're getting sucked out on having the best hand to flop and turn.
Oh. He's such a sweetheart of a guy.
Long again extending his chip lead here on the feature table to 80 big blinds over, putting the only player on the feature table over 200,000.
He's got Todd to his right. Todd's going to make it rough on him.
I believe we have about 5 minutes left in this level, give or take.
There's Aaron. Aaron's got it stuck in granny gear. He's used to that Congress high-low split.
Ralph, your 1-2 seats available. Ralph, for 1-2.
You know, it's just really hard to go from Omaha or PLO 8 or Congress back to Holden. I tell everybody it's like going from a Corvette to a Chevette.
7 fold. 6 made the raise, 7 fold, 8 fold. 5 folded? Correct. No, 5
Taking
call.
that,
5 call for the
taking that
five.
downshift from a
Correct.
8-cylinder with a 4-barrel Holly carburetor down to a 4-cylinder.
5 made the call.
It'll be 2-barrel.
Heads up action.
Heads up action to the flop with 30K in the middle. Ace 10 off versus Queen 10 off on a Jack Diamond 7 of spades, 3 of spades. Flop goes check, check, 8 of spades. Now bringing in strict draws, flush draws.
Both of them
I
got
think
the
whoever
ball.
takes the betting lead here is going to win the hand.
Well, you think it'd be the man with the button for position.
Let's see if Mike makes a move here. Checks. If I'm Adam here, oh, checks back. Get into a river of 5. Adam with the best hand with ace high, and nobody has a piece of that board. Oh, and Mike
comes in there.
rips it. 3x pot with a snapful from Adam.
I'm so proud of Mike. He's a solid cash game player. He's quite the regular poker player. Just a sweetheart guy. Never says anything ugly to anybody.
I don't think I've ever actually played. I'm sure I have. Actually, I take that back.
Yeah, he's good people. You would enjoy it. Good sense of humor.
Gosh, it's pretty cold back here, isn't it, Bugsy?
Well, considering I work out.
Shane went to go get a freaking sweater.
Considering I work out in 100-degree heat during the day, deal by night, this feels wonderful. I've been roasting this summer.
Yeah, I've been in here. I was in the booth from 2:30 to like 8, and now again from 9:30 until whenever this ends.
Yeah. It's been one of the hotter summers that I can remember. So I'm never going to complain about air conditioning.
Fair enough. And we're down to the final few hands here on level 12 as we go into our 20-minute break where we're racing off the 100s. And again, for those of you tuning in, thank you again. Tuning into Flight D of Poker House Summer Jam 100K Guarantee.
And for those of y'all who have never been into Poker House of Dallas, come check us out. I think you're going to find that we're by far the nicest poker room in the Metroplex. Have lots of wonderful amenities. We even got a nice secured smoking area, patio area for the smokers. And don't bring your weapons, folks.
Right.
You will be wanded at the door. Security is very, very important here at the Poker House of Dallas.
Adam Poker takes an aggressive route. Yeah. For those of you tuning in and wanting to know what kind of games we run here, we have a 1-2 game going on right now. $10 bomb pot PL5 card.
That's
another
straight high.
I think this 1-2 Hold'em game, they've actually capped this game at 300, and they are not allowing a Dallas straddle on this game, if I remember correctly. We have 2-2-5 games going on, and a 1-2-5 PLO5, as well as a big private game going in our high stakes room. So come down, we have a total of 8 different tables, different variety of games here.
A little something for everybody.
Little something for everybody, that's correct.
Wow, for 1-2. Wow, for 1-2. 5 calls, 6 folds. Call for the 7. 8 folds.
This could be the last hand of the level. Long on the button. Oh, Ernesto Guerrero limping King Jack late position. Long long. Raising. Can't be raising the 4K here. Their call or min raise 6,000. Okay, it looks like it's a call.
All the way from the 4.
And Ryan Ballard ripping for about 15, 16 big blinds with pocket 10s. Should get through. No one has a strong enough hand to call here.
48,000 total, sir.
And again, after the break, we'll be hopefully getting maybe both of the co-general managers, if not at least one of them. So They've been very, very, very busy today with the tournament, other games,
Look at
and
Mike.
things of that nature.
9 folds.
Everybody folds. And he picks up chips. Not sure how much. Action track. Oh, wait. What happened? Yeah. Did Mike call?
I thought I saw him shove.
What did Mike have? Oh, I think he had King Jack, right? Yeah, he had King Jack.
There we go. He caught the king.
Ooh, that's a really light call, especially with action behind.
Well,
unless he thought that Ryan was shoving light.
yeah, Ryan had been short stack and been chipping up a little bit. He may have thought he was filling his oats.
One more hand. Have 30 players. Unless we lose another. Actually, we did just lose one. That's probably updated. It's actually probably 29 players now. 29 players. They may elect to get one more hand in before the break.
Put out 2,000, and then you won't have so much.
I think Terrell's shuffle.
Yep, I heard it.
Have either one of you had a chance to deal the feature table with the RFID cards from Faded Spades?
I have.
Yeah, really thick.
They are.
Hard to shuffle.
Yeah. It gets you good hand exercise.
Right. And Adam Skaggs under the gun with King 10 suited.
I used to deal
11,000 over
deal A
3X.
plus cards. This is the closest thing to A plus cards. A plus are like the tanks of playing cards.
And Todd Gross again probably has a VPIP of over 60%. It's been in a lot of hands since being moved to the feature table. And calls with 3 deuce in the hijack. Hi-ya.
That'll be a shocker if he hits that flop square.
I'll tell you what, if that flops comes anywhere near that board, Adam's definitely not going to put him on a hand like that because normal tournament players won't elect to call a raise in late position with the dirty diaper.
You know, there's a philosophy out there of stealing the last hand because everybody's ready for break, right? Everybody's ready for break. Everybody wants to go. Just give them a reason to go on break. Oh, look at that. He flopped open-ended. Royal.
Open-ended floor.
Open-ended royal flush draw. Oh,
And turns a pair still open-ended. I'd like to see him check here to see if Todd is going to bet and hang himself. Oh, he checks turn.
I play the board.
There it is.
Ah,
he didn't
there
get
we
too
go.
crazy. There we go.
And that ends this portion of the stream as we go into our 15-minute break. Thank you, Bugsy, for having the booth. And once we get back again, we'll have Shane back in the booth with us, and also hopefully have Matt and or Danielle. So we'll
Thank
be
you, my
back here
man.
shortly.
Look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Like I said, we are going to have the American Cancer Society in here. So please come by, and if you have any questions about it, if you got a family history of it, let's talk to these wonderful people from the American Cancer Society. Y'all have a blessed evening.
Thank you very much. We'll see everybody back here shortly.